have a philosophy about stunts.
Let's hear that one.
And stunt people. You know, like for me, it was always. I have a couple of good stories actually. Like I just somehow ended up doing big action things and car crashes and all kinds of crap like that. But just it evolved into that. I was always the guy. If you got a spot that nobody else can do, call Steve. He'll figure it out. So that was a nice reputation to have. Give him the most difficult thing, he'll do it. But along the way, I started working with stunt people, and I really had to come to terms with when to push, how hard to push, you know. And I came up with a speech that I gave every time. It was always I would have a meeting with the stunt people and say, look, here's the deal. I'm going to ask you to go faster, lower, harder, bigger flame, bigger. I'm going to ask you to do that, and you're going to say no. I want you to say no. Do not just say yes. You're in charge of the stunt, not me. I'm going to push you, and you tell me when I push too hard. It's advertising. I don't want to hurt anybody. So, you know, I've lost 4 friends in accidents, like helicopter crashes, most of them. And I'm gonna, even pilots, I'll say the same thing. I'm gonna ask you to go lower, faster, harder, and you're gonna say no. Don't listen to me. But it's my job to get the best.
Absolutely.
To get the best out of it. But I need you to tell me no. So don't be afraid to tell me no. Like you're not going to offend me or impress me either way. So just, you know, because I don't want to hurt anybody. So that was my thing with stunt people, is always like,
but you told them up front.
Yeah.
I am going to ask for this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's my job. It's my job.
Big time.
The faster you can go, the lower you can go, the harder you can go, the better a shot's going to be. But there's a line, and I don't want to be the guy pushing you over that line. So
right.
Totally, man.
You need to tell me.
But what's interesting is that it's going to be the stunt coordinator that's going to have to say no. Yeah. And if they don't, and they do push and go beyond their scope, people are going to get hurt.
Of course.
So there's ways of getting around that.
Yeah.
And it's called lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you do this? Absolutely.
Well,
did he go faster? He certainly did.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I had a director say, "Can she go faster?" My daughter was driving.
Yeah.
"Can she go faster?" "Yeah." "How fast do you want?" 100K. "Come at 100K." She came at 100K. Not really.
Yeah, yeah.
Second take. "Can she go $140?" "Sure." "Kristen, come at $140." "Did she?" "Sure, Dad. Yeah."
Yeah.
She was doing 80.
Yeah, yeah.
Every single take.
Yeah.
No one knew the difference.
Yeah.
And when I jumped in the car to go back to base camp, I said, "So you just stayed where we talked, right?" She said, "Absolutely, Dad, but I'll tell you, I didn't have a clue because the speedometer's broken." So, there's ways of getting around it.
Yeah,
Want to go faster? Go a little closer to the mat box.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's exactly, and it's exactly. You know, there are ways. Wide lenses make things look slow. You know?
Big time.
So let me put a tighter lens. We'll make it look faster, or I'll shoot it at 20 frames instead of 24.
100%.
You know, just there's a lot. You're right. There's a lot of things.
Tricks. Yeah.
I had one job here in Toronto, and you'll remember the time. It was the first SAG strike.
Okay.
2000.
Yeah, it was a while back.
3, something like that.
Yeah.
Young stunt guy got killed here. On the Steven Seagal movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fell off the back of a truck or something.
He jumped out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was in town that week. The town was so busy, over busy. Stunt people that weren't qualified were doing stunts.
Yes.
And
continue.
And I was victimized by it. I did an Xbox commercial. Did you see the one where the guy's jumping across the rooftops? So it's on the reel. It's for Xbox.
I think so.
At the end, they're doing tic-tac-toe on the roofs.
I can't.
So we were filming. We were filming downtown Toronto, and we were. It was that week, and none of the main stunt guys were available that I knew. So it was all people I didn't know, and it's like there are people that, you know. One guy was a PA, and today he's driving a camera car. I'm like, whoa, you know. I'm like, and everyone telling me the town is just too busy, and I was like, okay, it's crazy. So this Xbox thing, we did it with 2 cranes.
Yep.
Pick point. So here's the roof, to roof. The pick point of the crane is here. So when the guy jumps, pick point's on the right. So when the guy jumps, the fulcrum. Fulcrum of the crane pulls him to that side. Right, because it's over here. So he jumps from this roof. If he didn't jump at all and just fell off the roof, he's going to swing to that edge.
Yeah.
Just by where the crane's positioned.
Yeah. So it's a pendulum.
Yeah. And over the landing area, so it pulls him there. So he doesn't have to jump hard at all. He just has to get it airborne. The second pick point on his neck, there's 2 on his neck. The second one is 5 stunt guys on the other side pulling a pulley to give him elevation.
So he's on a high line.
Yeah. So as he jumps, crouching tiger, hidden dragon kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So as he jumps, he runs off the rooftop. They lift him. They lift him to get him height, and then they release as he gets to the other side. The fulcrum pulls him to the other side. So they don't have to pull him. They just have to pull him up.
Right.
So we do rehearsals. With sandbags, 200 pounds of sandbags.
Sure.
We do it, boom, roof to roof. And the jump is probably 20 feet, decent distance. And maybe even more. So we do sandbags. They do it great. Okay. The timing's perfect. Let's go. They do a couple of jumps. It works. Great. Okay. Okay, next shot. We're over on this roof. Another jump. This roof, the second roof is a foot higher than the first roof. So now you got a little more elevation because you got to go up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So let's go. Let's do a rehearsal. No, we don't need a rehearsal. Let's do a rehearsal. Like, we have time. Let's do a rehearsal. And we don't need one. Like, we know what to do. We're primed. We just did 5 takes. And we're ready. Okay. So here we go. Roll camera. Boom. And the guy jumps. They pull. They don't pull enough. And he smacks into the wall. Bam.
Fuck.
That foot of difference equaled probably 10 more feet of pull.
100%.
And they had no idea. 2 broken knees. Just like
This was in Toronto?
just smacked right into the wall, and they pulled him up like. I'm like, fuck.
Anybody know who this could have been?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Really?
No, very well.
Okay.
And the guy that hit the wall wasn't the original stunt guy that was supposed to do the jump.
No, I don't know that.
Yeah, he was the rigger.
He was a rigger.
And he's a stunt guy. He's a great guy. He's a great stunt guy.
So that was all part of that week.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
No.
But the original stunt guy that was supposed to do that jump phoned me.
Oh, okay. There you go. Small world.
And he said, "This is what I'm doing," and I said, "Don't get on that ride, brother."
Yeah.
Really?
I knew exactly what was going to happen, and it did.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So that was like, to me, that was just like my worst nightmare, because